And today's myth is, I don't have time to do this on top of running my business.
And the truth is, you probably don't. Running a business, managing a team, doing your day job is a very time-intensive process. You're concentrating on that. Having this additional workload on top of you, which is a difficult job, it's going to be impossible to do alongside your already thing. One of the painful points about this process is collecting the data. So whether you hire your consultants, whether you're using a software or you're doing this internally, you still need to gather all the correct information. Now, when you work with us, we like to be as flexible as possible in getting that data from you. Not in terms of quality, but in terms of how we receive it. So we understand that every business is different and unique, and everybody stores data very differently. But if we can work with you, which means that we can just get an export from an accounting piece, from a SAP system, if we can just get an export and we can use that, especially as a starting point, again, that can save so much time in trying to manually convert, that data file into a different format.
But shouldn't this already, now you're talking about the data collection.
Yeah.
And I understand that it's a painful piece. But shouldn't, this whole part be part of any business? Any company should care about this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just as important as financial accounting. This is a waste stream being produced by the business. Now, fair enough, you can't see this waste stream, but by law, it's there and it's having a global impact, and we need to do something about it. The carbon accountancy side is that first step. We always say calculate, reduce, offset. So once we've done the calculation, then we move into the reduction. Now, we always give you sort of free hotspot analysis on any calculation report, just because we see that reduction is the most important activity and we really want to inspire you to make that change. But the net zero strategy is sort of that next level of work and the depth, and to show you how you're actually going to achieve.
How long does a net zero strategy has to be?
We typically say it's about 12 weeks for each project. So a calculation 12 weeks, a net zero strategy 12 weeks. And within that, we usually say about 4 weeks for data collection and 4 weeks for stakeholder engagement. Now, 4 weeks for data collection, that can be a push for some companies. So again, that bit we can work with you on. How precious is your time? Because really, if you wanted to, you could probably get that very, very quickly if you made it the most important thing to do that week. Now, unfortunately, as much as I see it as the most important thing they'd have to do that week, it's not. It's going to fall behind. You might have client meetings, your other deliverables. Okay, so that you might only be putting an hour a week into it. But we can work with you on that. It's not about, we're not being demanding here. It's about just how can we collaborate the best. But typically 12 weeks per project.
And then, creating a net zero strategy with some goals and then offsetting. Should you do that annually, biannually, quarterly?
That's really up to you. Again, how much time do you have to put into this? If this is just something you want to make that decision once a year, make it once a year. That's probably the longest time span. But if you wanted to make it monthly, if you wanted to change your portfolio, you want to invest in different projects, it all depends on you. There's no right or wrong when it comes to that approach. I guess the best thing is that you're just doing it.
Perfect. So better to do something than to do nothing.
Always.